Disclaimer: this is an imaginary story. Please don't relate it with any idol or any other person. It's nothing related to anyone's life. It's pure work of fiction. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, or actual events is purely coincidental. It's a Notice 7 story. If you are soloist and can't see other members, then this story isn't for you. You are on wrong channel. Watch the story carefully, then comment. Be respectful and don't embarrass yourself. Whatever pics are shown in this story, they all have been taken from Google and Pinterest. The credit for them goes to their real owner. Storyline and voice are mine, so please don't copy that. Every family has one silent protector, the one who gives up the most but yet is noticed the least. He sacrificed his life, his dreams, his happiness for his brothers, but he was questioned, asked what had he ever done for them. He was tagged as an embarrassment. Will his brothers ever know his pain and silent sacrifices he made? Will he ever be able to get the respect he deserves? Is his life destined to be only responsibilities, sacrifices, and hardship? Will he ever find his own share of happiness? Will he ever be allowed to think of himself even once? Jin, standing in front of mirror. Yeah, Kim Shok Jin, just look at you. You aren't even recognizable in this suit. You are shining. Just don't overshine your brothers. While buttoning his shirt's button, who can overshine my 6 talented and handsome brothers? Proudly smiled. My brothers, 6 superstars, music director, choreographer, novelist, idol, model, artist. Ash, you raised such talented kids, Jin. Together they are called the super talented Kim siblings. Yoongi is winning hearts abroad. Hobi shining like always. Juni's novels are magic. Jimny's dance like he was born to fly. Titi and Cookie, my babies, they used to fight for me, but today they became the successful model and artist. Whatever dress Titi wore sold out in just few minutes. Cookie's every painting is a masterpiece. Every painting sold out in millions. Time flies really so fast. They all grew up so well. I'm so proud of them. First time in life, I brought this expensive suit for myself. I didn't want to waste this much big amount on myself when I could use it for them. But today I have to dress up according to my brother's reputation. First time I will interact with the world. Today I'm not Kim Shokjin, a small cafe owner. I'm the Kim Shokjin, eldest young of the talented Kim siblings. Picked his coat. Now I have to go. I can't be late. They all must be waiting for me. Kim Shokjin, the eldest young of 6 super talented brothers. Today he was very happy, and why wouldn't he be? First time he was going to attend the party with his brothers. When his parents passed away, he was just a teenager with lots of dreams for his future, but he took a back step for his brother's dreams. He dropped his studies in middle. He became the parents of his brothers. He raised them alone with love. He didn't hard work to fulfill his brother's dreams. He broke but didn't let his brothers to know anything. He never spent a single penny on himself. He always thought about his brothers, and now when they were on the top of their respected field, no one was the proudest than him. He happily left for the party. He didn't know for which party he was this excited and thought would be filled with celebration, would become the beginning of his most painful memory. Jin was standing at the corner while holding his drink. His eyes were on his five babies who were interacting with other people and smiling. A proud smile crept on his face. He was enjoying his own company. It was the lavish party. Everyone was in some stylish outfit except Jin, who was in cheap, ordinary clothes, which was very expensive for Jin. Few guests approached him. Guest 1. Excuse me? Jin looked at them with a smile. Yes. Guest 2. Who are you? We never see you in any party before. Jin. It's my first time to attend a party. Guest 1. Have you come here with someone or alone? Jin. Oh no. I have come here with my five brothers. Guest 2. Oh, you have five brothers. Great. Jin. No, I have six brothers, but eldest one is in abroad for award function. Guest 3. What's your name? Jin. Kim Shokjin. Guest 1. You are Kim. What a coincidence. Today the famous Kim siblings are here too. Jin. They are my younger brothers. Guest 2. Shocked. The famous Kim siblings are your younger brothers. Now you are blowing up. Jin. What blowing up? I am saying the truth. Kim Yoongi, Kim Hoseok, Kim Namjoon, Kim Jimin, Kim Taeyang, Kim Jungkook are my real brothers. Yoongi is in abroad for his award function. Guest 3. Oh, we are extremely sorry. We thought Kim siblings are only 6. Jin. No, we are 7. Actually, I don't come in parties, so you don't know about me. There is no need to say sorry. Guest 2. Just for a curiosity, what is your profession? I mean, your all the brothers are in different field, so we are just curious to know about your profession. Guest 1. Is this even a question to ask? Of course, he will also be at the top in his field, just like his brothers. Success is flowing in their veins in place of blood. Guest 3. Yeah, success and Kim siblings are synonyms. Jin. Oh no. I'm not any famous or successful personality like my brothers. I'm just a simple cafe owner. I run my small cafe house. If you want to eat fresh pastries and cookies, please come to my cafe. Mobile rang and he saw the caller ID. Look, it's Yoongi. He must have wrapped up his award show. He can't sleep without talking with me. Now, excuse me. Left. Guest 1. Is he really the eldest young of the famous Kim sibling? Guest 2. By his words, it seemed he wasn't lying. Didn't you see he got the call from Kim Yoongi? Guess too. But by his looks, he didn't even look like the Kim. Even their servants dressed up in luxury. He was wearing a cheap suit. It didn't fit on the Kim. Guest 1. And have you heard him? He said he was running a small cafe. Whose six brothers are millionaire? Why would he run a small cafe shop? Guess 2. You are right. I think he wasn't their real brother or they cut themselves off from him. Jin. Hello, Yungia. Have you wrapped up your award function? Yungi, lazily. I'm in my blanket. Award functions are so boring, Yang. You have to clap and smile all the time. Jin. And you are tired by that? Yungi. Of course I was. I wish I was at home and sleeping in my room. I'm tired of attending this many award function. Even I breathe and I got the news that I won some award. Now I have to attend that. Jin, first time I'm hearing someone is tired of receiving awards. You should be happy that you have so many fans who are showing their love on you. Yungi, I won't mind if they shower money on me instead of love. Jin slowly shook his head. You are already millionaire, Yungi. Yungi, so what? There is no harm to get more money. Anyways, where are you? Jin, I'm in the party with everyone. Yungi, shocked, and said, What? You are in the party? Seriously? Jin, seriously? Haven't you heard this boring and dull music? Yungi, it's not fair, Hang. You again proved that you love others more than me. Jin, now what did I do? Yungi, when I was requesting you to come with me for award function, you came up with tons of excuses. But now you are attending their boring party. Till now you haven't attended a single party and today you suddenly went to a party. Jin, nothing is like this, Yungi. You weren't here, so I thought someone would go to keep their eyes on Magnus. So I came here. You know, I brought a special expensive suit too. Yungi, how much expensive? Jin, $200. Yungi widened his eyes. What? Am I heard right? Kim Shok Jin bought a suit worth $200 for himself. You are giving me shock after shock, Yang. First you went in party, now bought the suit for himself. What's the matter, Yang? Jin, nothing is the matter. I have to think about my brother's reputation too. In this amount, I could have brought stuffs for my cafe. Yungi, chill, Hyang. First time you brought something for himself. You gave gift for yourself. Now enjoy. By the way, that annoying bunny must be very happy to see you there. Jin, everyone is very happy. They are inside. Yungi, they didn't introduce with others. Jin, they didn't know I'm here. I came separately. Yunki, oh, give mobile to Hobie. I want to tell him something important. Jin, okay. Jin happily came inside to look Hobie, but he heard the gossiping about himself. He found everyone was asking questions to Kim's siblings about Jin and confirming whatever he said was true or not. He slowly lowered his mobile and cut the call. Guest 1. Kim Namjoon. Is it true Kim Jin, your eldest brother? And he runs a small cafe shop? Guest 2. When you all are millionaire, why is your eldest Hyang running a small cafe shop? Guess 3. Kim Hoshok. What's the need of your Hyang to run a small cafe shop? Guess 4. Is there any dispute between you all? Jimin. Shut up. There is nothing like this. How do you know about our Hyang? Stop making up these stories. Guest 1. We aren't making any story. Your Hyang Kim Jin himself told us this. Guest 2. Now don't say you don't know that your Hyang is in the party. Dispute is clearly visible in between you. Jin. What are you saying? There is no dispute between us. We all are happily living in the same house. They didn't know about me because I separately came here without informing them. Everyone looked at Jin with shocked eyes. Hyang! Guest 4. Just look at you. You all are dressed up in luxury from head to toe. But look at your Hyang. He wore a cheap suit. Don't you think he's tarnishing the Kim's status? Such a black spot on Kim's sibling. Everyone was spitting ill about Jin. None of Kim's siblings said anything. They just looked down and heard. Jin was feeling so guilty. He was hurt to hear all those hurtful words, but not for himself. He was hurt because of him. His brothers had to listen this much. They all returned home. They were so upset. Jin slowly approached to them. He was feeling so guilty to go to the party. Jin, Hobie, listen to me. Hobie stood up. What do I listen, Hyang? Why did you come there? Jin, what do you mean by why? I was proud of you all. I want to give you all surprise. T. You came there to give us surprise or spoil our image. Jin, what are you saying? June, if you want to come, you should at least dress according to our status. We aren't the normal celebrities. We are the Kim siblings. Jin, what's wrong in my suit? It's expensive. I bought it in $200 for your party. Jimin, Hyang, you are calling it expensive. My mobile cover is more than $2,000. Jin, for me, $200 is so expensive. And what's wrong with you all? June, what's wrong with you, Hyang? Why aren't you understanding that we aren't the normal persons? Jin, I'm the normal person. T. What's the need to tell them about your small cafe shop? Jin, they asked for my profession, so I told what's wrong in it. Jimin, there is nothing wrong, but it's embarrassing for us. Jin, embarrassing? Jimin, yeah, embarrassing, Hyang. Jin felt a pang. What are you saying? Just like your profession, my profession is scared and precious for me. How can you all call my cafe as an embarrassment? I thought you all would be happy to see me. Cook. Happy? You want to listen the truth? Then listen. You are just an embarrassment for us. Yoongi Hang is the successful music director. Hobie Hang is the famous choreographer. Joon Hang is the famous novelist. Jimin Hang is an idol. T Hang is the famous model. I am the famous artist, but you are just a cafe owner. You know why we never tell anyone about you? Because of your these classless things. You don't even know how much you embarrassed us today. We were this ashamed to see you there that we couldn't say anything to them. Haven't you heard what they all said about us? You tarnished our image. June, do you even know the meaning of reputation? Today, those people were mocking us who never opened their mouth in front of us. Those eyes hesitated to meet ours, now laughing on us. Hobie, they said you didn't belong to us. You spoiled our image, Yang, which we earned by years' hard work. Jimin, whom are you telling the importance of image, Yang? If he was little concerned about our image, he wouldn't have come there. Jin, do you mean I don't know the meaning of reputation? T, of course you don't. You just know about your cafe. Tell us, what did you do for us? Don't tell us you raised us. You haven't done any favor by raising us. Everyone does it. It was your duty. You just fulfilled your duty. Whatever you have earned by our hard work and talent. Everyone together. We are so ashamed to call you our Hyang. Jin, embarrassment? My brothers are ashamed of me. I spoiled their image. I, uh, I am the embarrassment for them. Trembled. Everyone left, leaving Jin there alone. He trembled and held the couch armset. He was disheartened by hearing his brothers. He couldn't believe his brothers, whom he raised for them. He forgot himself. They were calling him an embarrassment. Jin had so many things to counter. He could shut them up by telling them how hard he worked so that they couldn't give up their dreams. He raised their dreams by his blood. But he said just sorry. The thing he feared the most, the word he never wanted to hear, finally reached him. That night, his heart collapsed under the weight of the love he had carried alone. Time skipped next day. It was evening time. One by one, all the brothers returned home. They noticed there was no sign of Jin in the house. June, what happened? Why are you worried? Jimin, Jin Hyang isn't at home. June, sit on the couch. Why are you getting worried? He must be at his room or kitchen. Cook, where else can he go? He can't leave his precious kitchen. Hobie, he isn't in kitchen. We checked him. June, then call him. Jimin, we called him but his mobile is in his room. We checked him in whole house. He is nowhere. Cook, what? But he never go anywhere leaving his mobile. Even if he waters the plant, then also kept his mobile with himself. T ran there. I, 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 I talked with neighbors, but he didn't inform them anything. In fact, they didn't see him from last night. June. Then where could he go? Jimin, did he leave the house because what happened yesterday? June, yesterday? Hobie. Out of anger, we said so many things to him. He must be hurt. Cook. But we fought with him before too. He never left the house. Jimin. But yesterday we went far away. What if anything happens to Hyang? What do you mean? Looked here and there. Where is Jin Hyang? What happened to him? Hobie looked at him. Yoongi Hyang? You here? You were going to come after 2 days? Yoongi, after hearing your so much kind words for my Hyang, I returned early. Where is Hyang? Don't know. We are also searching him. Yoongi, didn't you check him anywhere? Jimin, we checked him all the places where he could go, but still we didn't find him. Yoongi, did you check him in his cafe? Hobie, I called cafe, but his staff said Hyang didn't come today. Yoongi, did he say anything in the morning? Everyone stayed silent. I'm asking something. Did he say anything on dining table? June, we didn't have our breakfast. We had in our workplace. Yoongi, who saw Hyang last time? Cook, we gulped hard to see his angry glare. We didn't see him from last night. We just had a little argument. Yoongi walked towards Cook and stood in front of him. If anything happens to my Hyang, I swear I will forget you are our youngest matinee. Left. June, Hyang, where are you going? Yoongi looked at everyone. I can't be relaxed and sit here by holding hands in hands. My Hyang is missing since last night. I'm going to search my Hyang, who is an embarrassment for all of you. Just pray he's safe, otherwise the storm come which you never had imagined. Angrily left. June trembled. He knew everything about what happened yesterday. He won't be silent now. T. We will be bear his anger, but right now Hyang is more important. Let's go to search him. We don't know where he is now. Words hurt more than a sword, and when they come from the very loved one you raised with your own blood, only the soul remains to leave. The person has already died inside. Everyone was searching Jin at every place, a hospital, railway station, hotels, bus stand, metro station, construction site, everywhere. They checked him at every single place of the city. They even checked at their previous home, but he wasn't there. They called his all the friends. He didn't have many friends, but he had few. He wasn't there. Nobody knows where he went. They asked help from police, but before 24 hours they couldn't help them. He couldn't file any missing complaint. There everyone was searching Jin in whole city with full of negative thoughts and guilt. Here, Jin was resting his head on his parents' grave and talking with them. He came there last night after his brothers called him an embarrassment. Jin, Mom, Dad, it's 19 years since I came here. After resting you here forever in peace, every year on your birthdays, anniversaries, death anniversary, special occasion, everyone visited you, but I never come here. I told you that I'm leaving my parents here, but my brothers won't live without parents. A 16-year-old boy promised you too that his brothers will never yearn for their parents. They will never feel alone. They will never miss you. They will never wish if you would with them, then things would be different. Whenever they will miss you, they will miss you with happiness. I kept my all the promises, Mom, Dad. I raised my each brother like you would raise. Maybe you would raise them in better way to give them everything. I made sure their dreams must be secured. I tried my best to support each of them in their dreams. I didn't let anyone to influence their choice. Each one chose their path by themselves. Today your all the six sons are in the top of their field. Each one achieved their success in very young age that some people could achieve in years. Yoongi is the successful music producer and director. His all the songs are super hit. He is winning back to back awards, and as usual, he is very lazy to attend the award functions. Right now, he is in abroad. Few minutes ago, I talked with him. He was lazily sleeping in his blanket. Once he will return, he will come here to meet you and tell you the story behind his struggle to not get 12 hours sleep. Smiled in pain. That Jungi's fans called him the little meow meow. Cute, right? He's just pretending to be cold, but his fans also know his real side. He never shows his emotions, but by his music, he made everyone happy, cry, sad, feeling love. Cute. He is inspiration for everyone. Recently, he tied up with a hospital for autistic children. He will take care of those children's studies and medical expenses. Are you proud of him now? Rested his head on his dad's grave. Dad, Hobby is the very successful choreographer. He's so strict. Yeah, I know. By his sweet personality, you can't believe, but he is the truth. He is very disciplined and can't tolerate unnecessary behavior. He also won so many awards. His fans called him dance machine and judging master. He can't live without judging anyone. He also did charity for children. Are you proud of him now? June. Arjuni is now very famous novelist. His all the novels sold out in few minutes. He is working with many international publishing house too. His stories are full of suspense thriller. Few months ago he won the Booker Prize. You don't know about this award? It's the highest award of books. Some people called it Oscar of books. Every year on his birthday, every year on his birthday, he donated million of wons, Korean currency, for good cause. His fans called him president because of his good values and thoughts. Dad, he's exactly like you, strong, sweet, caring, Mr. Dependable. Are you proud of him now? Touched his mom's grave. Mom, our cute little Jimmy now became a very famous and successful idol. He danced like he was flying in sky. He shines in every concert. His all the concert are houseful. People are crazy. For him, he became cutie lovely. His cute eye smiles are the heartbeats of his fans. He has millions of fans. His birthday is celebrated as the festival. Our little Jiminy is getting so much love. He became so strong. He heals the world with his smile. His fans called him Baby Muchi. You know, Mom, he didn't only win awards, he was Billboard number one artist too. He is always ready to help others. He did lots of charity. In fact, organized free health checkup, come forward for unprivileged children's better future. Are you proud of him, Mama? Rubbed his mom's grave. Mom, you know, our tea is exactly like you. So kind, heartwarming, helpful, and little naughty and dramatic. Our little tea bear became very famous supermodel. Can you imagine, Mom? Our tea bear who couldn't even walk properly without falling, now walking on ramps with confidence and winning everyone's heart. He is dominating the world by his looks and deadly expression. His fans called him TT. He won back to back Model of the Year title and World Handsome Man. You know that even after becoming so famous, the innocent, naughty, and dramatic child inside him is still alive. Fans are crazy for him. He also did so many charity events, donated his fees for welfare funds. Are you proud of him now? Mom, Dad, our cookie now became the famous artist. He made simple art special and luxurious by his magic of brush. He is multi talented and multitasker. His every painting tells a story. There is a magic in his all the creations. He won people's heart not only by his painting but by his humble and caring attitude. He is the first person who came to help anyone who is in problem. His fans called him Muscle Bunny. After June, he is the strongest in our family. He won so many awards for his wonderful paintings. Some of his paintings were selected for art exhibition and art museum. He used to do charity. He loves to interact his fans. Are you proud of him now? Mom, Dad, your all six sons are working well. I know you are very happy for them and proud too. Whatever they have achieved, they have done it on their own through hard work and dedication. Your all six sons are successful, but your eldest son failed. Your eldest son couldn't achieve anything. Your all the six sons are successful in their 20s, but your elder son is a failure even in his 30s. Your eldest son doesn't have any fan. Your eldest son never did any charity, never helped anyone. Your eldest son run a small cafe shop, just busy in his kitchen and talking with his wall and containers, proudly telling them about his brother's success stories. Your eldest son hid under his brother's shrines, voice choked and tears rolled down through his cheeks. But Dad, your eldest son also become something. Your all the sons called as the super talented Kim siblings, and your eldest son called as an embarrassment. Your eldest son became an embarrassment for his brothers. His all the brothers are so ashamed to call him his Hank. They are ashamed to take him in their parties. They are ashamed of his presence in work. His superstars, the famous Kim brothers, gave him the title of embarrassment. Kim Seok-jin, the eldest son of Mr. and Mrs. Kim, the eldest young of the famous Kim siblings, is an embarrassment. Kim Seok-jin is an embarrassment. Started laughing but ended up bursting in tears. I gave my dreams, my life, my happiness to them, only to be called an embarrassment. Mom, Dad, you are also disappointed with me now. Along with everyone, I have embarrassed you both now. You are also ashamed to have a useless and worthless eldest son like me. No, you had many dreams for me. You had so many expectations of me, but I broke all your dreams. I hurt you the most now. You don't wanna see my face. I tinted your legacy just like I tarnished my brother's image. I never felt this broke and helpless before like today. My brothers, whom I raised with my blood, today asking my contribution in their life. They have asked what I did for them. They thought I didn't do any favor by raising them up. Raising them up was my responsibility. Sacrificing for them was my duty. Clapping and cheering for them my happiness. And becoming an embarrassment was my destiny. Mom, Dad, I thought I was so strong. I could handle anything, but I couldn't accept this reality of mine. I thought I'm doing great work. I thought if I went to the party, everyone became so happy to see me there. But the reality was, I embarrassed them by my presence. I'm so tired. I couldn't breathe. Something heavy is in my heart. I'm not able to bear this pain. I don't know what to do. Can you two allow me to sleep? I'm tired of handling everything from past 19 years. Now I want rest. I know I'm the disappointment for you two too, but I just want the place in between you. Please, Mom. Please, Dad. little space just to sleep, to rest, to throat dried and burned. He placed his head on his mom's grave and hand on his dad's grave, his eyes shut because of heaviness. His mind was blank, his breath was unstable, his lips were dried and parted away to breathe, face was wet, hair was covering his face. The rain had been falling earlier became more intense now. He was completely drenched. Loud lightning were thundering, but Jin was laying there without flinching, like there was nothing left in his body. The hardest question to answer is, what do you do for them? Something can never be explained in words. They need a heart to feel the emotions and courage to understand the sacrifice. Everyone thinks the strongest person is the one who protects others, but sometimes the strongest one is the person who breaks silently where no one can see. Jin stayed there whole day. Rain stopped at next day. Storm calmed down, but the real storm was in all the brothers' heart. It turned night, but they still weren't able to find Jin. All the brothers' hearts were heavy from the guilt, regret, and remorse. The words they used for Jin were now echoing in their mind and cleansing their hearts. It was the feeling that you couldn't able to express and understand until you were at the same place. They all searched him at every single place except the one they should have looked for the first, their parents' graves. They didn't check him here because Jin never came here in past 19 years. Every brother came here to express their happiness and sorrow, but Jin never came because he knew he would never be able to control his emotions. He was just a child for his parents. He couldn't be strong and he couldn't afford to be weak. He had to strong for his brothers. After searching him in whole city, they all finally came to visit their parents to ask help from them, to apologize for not treating their eldest son well and respectfully. They also a man was laying while resting his head on their mom's grave and hand on their dad's grave. Everyone ran there. Yungi slowly turned his face. He was none other than their eldest Yang Jin. His face turned pale, body was cold, clothes were soaked in water. He carried Jin in his arms. Jin was already passed out last night. Everyone approached to them, but Yungi certainly stopped them. Everyone, Yang, Yungi, stop right there. I'm enough for my Yang. You don't need to come closer to an embarrassment. You all are enough embarrassed. Don't embarrass yourself more. Ran from there without giving anyone the chance to speak. Nothing is more painful and heart wrenching than seeing the strongest pillar, the one who bears every storm alone and never lets his brother face anything, collapse. And what hurts the most is knowing that very people, the always shielded, are the reason for his fall. Yungi took Jin directly to the hospital. After few hours, he regained his consciousness. Everyone wanted to meet Jin, but Yoongi was stood in between them as the wall. He didn't let anyone to see Jin. He blocked them completely. Even after getting hurt this extent, Jin still argued with Yoongi for letting his brother to meet him, but Yoongi was very stubborn. He didn't listen to Jin. On the other hand, each brother was blaming himself for Jin's this condition. They never meant to hurt Jin. They truly loved and respected him, but their anger heavied on them and they said all those things which they never meant. They already lost their parents. They couldn't even think to lose their second parent. But now nothing could happen. Worse did their work. Only guilt, regret, and remorse left that neither would let them live nor die. It was the worst feeling. Nothing could be worse than living with a regret. Time flies, wound heals, things become normal, but the person who thinks about others, who lived for others' happiness, was died from inside. Time skipped after 2 weeks. 2 weeks passed. Jin was better now, but now he became silent. Jungi was with him like a shadow, taking care of him like Jin do him whenever he felt sick. Everyone was yearned to hear Jin's voice, his single glance. They spent whole night beside the door in this hope maybe they heard his muffled voice. They wanted to apologize, but Yunki didn't allow them. They all were burning in their guilt, not able to eat, drink, rest, even breathe. Whenever they closed their eyes, they only saw Jin's collapsed face in Yungi's arm. They heard their own voice, how they shouted at him when he just wanted to surprise them. So many articles published about Jin saying nonsense about him. Today was an award show. Yoongi won the Best Global Music Director award. He dressed up Jin in same suit which he brought in $200. Jin denied to go, but Yoongi didn't ask his wish. He ordered him to come. After 2 weeks, everyone saw Jin. They were happy to see him. Right now, Yoongi was on stage receiving his award. Everyone's eyes on Jin, who was dressed up in same cheap outfit and sharing the table with his brothers. He was looking down, avoiding the limelight. Yoongi, who usually didn't speak much except thank you, now was ready with the mic. Yoongi looked at his award. Thank you so much for this award, but honestly speaking, today I come here with my all the brothers, not just to receive this award. I saw the buzz about my family, lots of senseless stories. I honestly don't believe in clearing the rumors. I believe everyone thinks according to their mind. Narrow minded people think cheap things while others wait for the proof. Everyone is curious to know about the eldest Hyang of the Kim sibling. Today, I tell you who is Kim Seokjin, the eldest Hyang of the famous Kim siblings. He isn't any celebrity like us. He is running a small cafe shop. He worked hard there without thinking about himself. People asked about his achievement, looked at his brothers who lowered their gaze by shame. His contribution is our lives. Today I will tell you each and everything which my brother also didn't know. People only saw the achievements, name, fame, hard work, but they never knew about the person who burned himself, his happiness, his dreams, his life, just to lighten up his brother's dreams. Today, I tell you what Kim Seok Jin did for us. Hyang was 16 and I was 14 when we lost our both the parents. We weren't poor, we were from upper middle class family. Our parents secured Hyang and mine future. They saved money for our future studies and career. Rest were very small, so mom and dad hadn't time to think for their future. Hyang wanted to be singer. He cleared the auditions, got hired by the big company. His training was started. We all were very happy, but our happiness didn't last long. Soon we lost our both the parents together. Only we seven left. We all were very small to understand the meaning of hardship. We never stayed without our parents, so it was so difficult for us. But by crying and remembering our parents, we couldn't survive. We need to move on. Hyang dropped his studies, left his training. I also want to do the same because at that time we need money to run our family, to take care of our brothers. But Hyang stopped me. He used the amount which our parents saved for his studies and future. He did so many works, all types of works. None of my brother remember this. That so many nights Hyang spent just by drinking water because all the food he had served us. Time spent, but Hyang's hardship didn't. Hyang never let any of us to work. He said, "We, you all just do studies. You all would get normal life." And we got because Hyang was there to protect us. We were focusing on our studies and dreams. Hyang was working day night for us. By saving single penny, he opened a small cafe shop. He worked so hard to run that cafe. He brought clothes for us, gave us money to go amusement park for going with friends, but he never spent a single penny on himself. He thought if he spent money on himself, he would wrong with his brothers. Only his brothers deserved that money. We fell sick so many times, complained about for not having things or life like others, but we never saw Hyang falling sick. We never saw him complaining about anything. We never saw him saying no to us. Whatever we wished, got that. Not immediately, but still got. Hyang wasn't superhero who never fell sick. He wasn't a robot who never gets tired. But he thought if he took break, world would stop. He never showed his pain, his sorrow. He always smiled, cracked his lame dad joke just to make us smile. He was happy to see us happy. He celebrated our achievements, even smallest one like it was his. He became more happier than us. He raised us with his blood. But he didn't do any favor by raising us, right? Obviously, it was every parent's responsibility to raise their kids. It's their duty to do sacrifices for them. Hyang did this. Then what's special in it, right? It's very easy to kill your dreams, your happiness for those who in future may not understand the sacrifice you made. Today, we six brothers are successful in our respective fields by our hard work, talent, and dedication, right? There is no role of his in it. He didn't contribute anything in our lives, right? But think if he hadn't backed away from his dream, he hadn't sacrificed his studies and career for us, hadn't invested his funds on us, today there would no music producer and director Kim Yoongi, no choreographer Kim Horshyuk, no novelist Kim Namjoon, no idol Kim Jimin, no supermodel Kim Taeyang, no artist Kim Jongkook. We all are either dead because of hunger or begging on road. But one thing was sure, if he hadn't stepped back, there would be the greatest singer Kim Seokjin would hear, receiving awards, people's love, giving speeches, living luxurious life. He didn't do any favor on us. He has given us real lives. He might be an embarrassment to others, but to me, he is my God, without whom none of our lives could even be imagined. We survived, we grew, we achieved, we fought back for our dreams just because this man, Kim Seokjin, was behind us to shield from every storm. He silently bear the pain so that we could focus on our career. He didn't have any relationship, didn't marry, didn't start his family just because he didn't want his love, his care, his attention to get diverted from his brothers. But still, he didn't had any favor on us. It was his duty. He owned us. Questioning about his achievement is very easy, but living his life where you can't get a single praise, no one sees your efforts, is very hard. We worked hard, and these awards are our achievements. But what's his achievement? He didn't get anything in return for his responsibility. He is useless, right? I'm telling you, his real achievement. We all six brothers who are ruling in our respective fields, getting your love is his achievement. Today we are standing here just because of his sacrificing the dreams. 19 years ago, this man, Kim Seokjin, who was just 16 years old, made the promise to our parents that he was leaving his parents here, but his brothers would never live without their parents. That 16-year-old, a teenager boy, became the mom and dad to his six brothers and raised them up, and he kept his promise. You can ask to any of us, we don't remember our parents. We never wished if they would hear, they would do this for us. If today our parents were alive, they couldn't do this much for us like he did. We only remember our Hyang. He never asked anything from us, never shared his hardship with us, never wanted any thanks. He never showed us what he did for us. As a brother, I'm feeling ashamed on myself because when people were questioning about my Hyang, I wasn't there to protect him. I failed as a brother. I'm ungrateful who didn't value his hard work. No matter how we earned, we can never repay what he sacrificed for us. He first time brought $200 suit for himself for the party which you all made fun so that he could look the part of us. You can't understand the value of $200 that he spent on himself first time in his life. Yes, he still runs his small cafe shop because that wasn't just the cafe shop, that was the sign of his greatest victory, companion of his hardship to raise his brothers. I don't have any problem with his small cafe shop. I'm so proud of my Hyang. We all six brothers are millionaire, but still our Hyang brought the grocery for our house by his money he earned by his small cafe. I'm not ashamed, just like for us our work is scared place, his small cafe is his scared place. Whatever you value him or not, but he is the reason why six stars are shining brightly. He himself stayed in darkness so that he could see his six brothers shining. Today, the Kim siblings are existing because the invisible hands of Kim Shokjin are shielding and supporting us. Hang, we never told you what you value us, but today I'm telling you, you are the existence of us. Mom and dad are so proud of their eldest son. You did what very few people can ever think. No words, no gift, no luxury can tell your worth. You are priceless, Yang. If I was at your place, I would never do this. You are the strongest and best. This wasn't just the speech, this was the reality of not only elder sibling but all the person who silently made sacrifice of their happiness for their children. Jungi didn't only reply to the world who were making fun of Jin, but he replied to his brothers who had asked his contribution of their life. Jin cut the call at that night, but it didn't cut. He was on the call and heard everything which happened in party and at home. He replied all the questions of his brothers who asked Jin. First time Yoongi let his emotions out. He cried while telling his Hyang's achievement. Everyone lowered their gaze in shame who dared to mock Jin, including his brothers. Time skipped at home. Jin was looking outside through window. He was feeling so light. Yoongi didn't allow him to come out from his room. Yoongi, what are you looking outside? Jin, complaining to mom and dad about their second son who hostage me in my own room. Turned to Yoongi. Yoongi, now it's enough. My babies are regretting. Let me meet them. They are so sad. Yoongi, your babies are enough big to call you an embarrassment. They don't need you. Jin, shut up. They can't do anything without me. They were just mad. They are still kids. Kids make mistakes. We are elders. We should forgive them. Yoongi, some mistakes are unforgivable. You should at least show some self-respect. Jin, regret is the biggest punishment, Yoongi. They couldn't meet their grace with me. What else you want? They can't go back in past and change the things. Yoongi, I only want your happiness. Jin, and my happiness is with my family. If any of my baby will be sad, I can never be happy. That's enough now. I'm going to them. Yungi grabbed his hand. No, you can't. Jin. Yes, I can and I will. Yungi. But your babies are already here. Just look around. Jin turned around and found his all five babies were standing there in floor. Jimin was holding the cake which they all baked together for him, but they were looking so sad. June, Hyang, we are really sorry. As an apology, we baked a cake for you. It was Cook's idea to bake a cake for you, Hobie. It's little burnt because June set the wrong temperature, Jimin, and hard because Hobie Hyang messed up with recipe. Tea and salty because Jimin Hyang added salt instead of powdered sugar. Cook. And there is no dry fruits because T Hang ate all the dry fruits in the name of testing. Yungi looked at the cake. You still call this charcoal a cake? Who wants to die by tasting it? Jin tasted it. It's nice. It's not your fault. Yungi, cake was jealous to see your love for Hyang. Jin, shut up, Yungi. Your love and efforts matter. I will bake the cake for you all. Don't be sad. Everyone hugged Jin tightly. We are really sorry, Hyang, for hurting you. We promise we won't do this again. Yungi joined in hug. You better not, otherwise I will break your bones. Jin, stop threatening my babies. I will always protect my all six babies. Everyone, and we will protect our eldest Hyang. Jin smiled. But for now, Yungi will clean my precious kitchen. Yungi, but why me? I didn't spread anything. Jin, because I want to spend time with my babies. Now go. Yungi, that's not fair. You love them more than me. Left while winning. Intentionally or unintentionally, we all sometimes hurt our parents, elders, siblings, or guardians by asking what they have done for us. We question their contribution, completely unaware of the silent sacrifices they have made. We easily label their sacrifices as mere duties. Sometimes we feel ashamed of their appearance or get angry saying they don't know how to dress. Yet parents never truly get angry at our words. They try to give us all the happiness they themselves never had. So respect them rather than blaming them. Try to understand them, respect them because they deserve it. Please leave comments. I want to know your views about this story. And yeah, please don't complain about punishment because regret and remorse are the biggest punishment. Jungi didn't let them meet Jin for 2 weeks, which is already a long and hurtful punishment. Sometimes the ones who sacrifice the most are the ones who are seen the least. We often forget the shoulders we stand on while chasing our own dreams. Words spoken in pride or embarrassment can break a heart that loved us the most. Never shame the person who held your family together with silent sacrifices. Appreciate your elders before their absence teaches you what gratitude really means. Respect and value them before it's too late. The end. Author's note: That's it for today. I hope you all liked it. It was the requested story for Jin's birthday special one shot. I hope I didn't disappoint you. I know it was so emotional. When I made my first movie, Jimin Special, a girl requested me a movie on Jin based on elder siblings' silent sacrifices and younger siblings don't what they did for them. They are so annoying and controlling. I don't know she's watching this or not, but this movie is for you. It's not only about elder siblings, it's about parents and all those people who sacrifice their dreams to live their loved ones' happiness. It's about their silent pain and sacrifice. I hope you all enjoyed it. We will meet soon with new story. Till then, take care of yourself. Love you all. If you like this story, then please do like, subscribe, share, and comment. I assure you that you will never gonna regret on your decision. Thanks for watching.